I'm going to share all the pros and cons of Amazon versus Shopify. And I'm going to tell you which one of these two you should use to make money online. And I guarantee the answer is going to surprise you. And e-commerce, which basically means people buying things online, is growing like crazy, but it still only makes up around 15% of all e-commerce sales. But what's crazy is last year alone, people spent over $5 trillion online. And this year it's projected to be $6 trillion. And this number is going to grow every single year, which means that right now is the perfect time for you to start selling products online. And Amazon and Shopify are the top ways for you to start making money online. And we're going to talk about which one of these two are the best in this video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis and I've done over $10 million in online sales. And I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I'm going to give you the honest truth in this video that no one else will. And before we get into the pros and the cons of Amazon versus Shopify, you need to understand that Amazon is a marketplace where you and other people can sell your products. Shopify, on the other hand, is a place where you can build your own website that you own and no one else is selling their products on your website. And Amazon is the leading platform for online sales. Last year alone, they did over $600 billion in sales on their website. And this year, there's projected to be over $700 in sales on Amazon.com. And I'll talk about all the cons with Amazon in just a minute, but Amazon is the #1 e-commerce platform. It's a $1.7 trillion company, and they allow people like you and me to sell our products on their platform. In fact, 2/3 of all the sales that happen on Amazon are from third-party sellers. Again, that's people like you and me selling our products on their website. And over 43% of all third-party sellers made at least $100,000 last year alone. I'm one of them, and I'm going to be honest, Amazon makes it very easy to sell on their platform. All you really need is some images of your product, a title, some bullet points, a description, and you're ready to go. It's a lot easier to set up an Amazon product listing than it is with a Shopify website, because with Shopify, you have to create an entire website just to be able to sell your products using Shopify. Amazon also has over 200 million Prime customers and 2.4 billion people visiting their website every single month, which means that Amazon already has a lot of people shopping and buying things on their website. And so if you list your product on Amazon.com, there's already a built-in audience looking to buy your product. With Shopify, on the other hand, if you want to get someone to your website, you actually have to convince them to type in your URL or click on the link to your website. And once they get there, what are the chances that they're actually going to put in their credit card and trust your website? And this is a website that they've never seen before. How likely are they actually to buy from a Shopify website? Well, here's the answer. On average, about 1.8% of people that go to a Shopify website end up making a purchase. That means 1.8 out of every 100 people that go to a Shopify website actually purchase a product. On the other hand, Amazon has a conversion rate of around 15%, meaning 15 out of every 100 people that go to Amazon actually buy a product. And that's because people trust Amazon as a website. They trust giving over their credit card information. And if you have a Shopify website, a lot less people are going to trust giving their credit card to some website that they've never even seen before. Now, again, there are a lot of cons with Amazon, and I'm going to reveal all those cons in just a minute. But let's talk about some of the pros with Shopify, because Shopify is a pretty amazing company. In fact, they're a $105 billion company, and their stock has grown like crazy over the last couple of years. Even though it's a little bit more difficult to create an entire Shopify website than it is to create a simple Amazon listing, it's pretty freaking easy to create a website with Shopify. They make it so simple. All you have to do is drag and drop and make a couple changes, and you've customized your entire own website. In fact, you can do it in as little as 4 minutes. And it's actually faster to start selling with Shopify than it is with Amazon, because when you're selling on Shopify, you don't have to wait to be approved. You can start building your website right away. On the other hand, when you apply as a seller for Amazon, you have to wait to be approved. They're going to check your ID and they're going to check a couple other things. Though, warning, with Shopify, there are certain products you're not allowed to sell, but I'll talk about that later on. Another pro with Shopify is you own your website. They can't kick you off as easily as Amazon can. But again, warning, they can still kick you off of Shopify. And since you own the website, if you have a Shopify site, you can customize your site however you want. There's not a lot of customization you can do when you're selling a product on Amazon. On Shopify, you can upload as many photos as you want. You can write descriptions however you want. You can have custom headers and banners. It's 100% customizable depending on whatever theme you use to build your site. But on the other hand, your Amazon listing, even though it's very easy to set up, it's very limiting. You can't change it around that much. Another pro with Shopify is when someone purchases from you, you get their email and you get their phone number, you get their address, you get all this information about your customer, which means you can do a bunch of different methods of remarketing. And one of the best ways to get more sales for your business is to reach out to customers who have already purchased from you. With Amazon, you don't get any of that data, which means you can't reach out to customers that have already purchased from you. Now, one of the biggest pros of Shopify is by having your own website, it opens up a ton of different internet marketing opportunities for you. For instance, you can do things like social media. You can start your own TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you want, and direct all that traffic to your website. You can also run paid ads like Google ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, all these different types of ads. And by having a Shopify website, it opens up all these different marketing opportunities. Now, to be fair, you can send traffic to your Amazon product listing page. And in some ways, it may even be better to send your traffic to an Amazon listing page because it does have a higher conversion rate. Again, if you're sending people to your Shopify website, only around 2% of people are going to buy, versus if you're sending people to your Amazon product listing, around 15% of people are going to buy. But still, the benefit of having your own website is in the long run, it allows you to build a brand. It allows you to build an identity, and eventually it'll start spreading by word of mouth. Another marketing channel that having your own website creates is using things like SEO. And SEO stands for search engine optimization. And it's a way for you to rank your website at the top of the Google or Bing search results. Meaning if someone is searching something related to your product, your website's gonna show up at the top of the search results, meaning that you're gonna get free traffic to your website. And with Shopify, you can have a personalized domain name. This is the website address. And you can even include a keyword, something that people are searching for in Google, in your domain name. And when you do this, it's gonna make it so your product shows up higher in these search results, ultimately leading to more sales for you. But it's worth noting that oftentimes the websites at the top of Google are products that are being sold on Amazon. So even for SEO, Amazon's not so bad. And with Amazon, you do get a huge marketing opportunity built in with over 200 million active Prime customers visiting the website every single day. And those customers are looking to buy products like the products that you are selling. You just need to make sure to optimize your listing to get their attention. And before I talk about the cons with both these platforms, and trust me, there are a ton of cons that I haven't covered yet, make sure to smash the like button because I'm gonna be doing an in-depth video talking about all the different ways you can market both your Amazon business and your Shopify business using a bunch of different internet marketing techniques that I've learned over the last 10 years. And the first con with Amazon is it's saturated, kind of. There are over 9 million sellers on the Amazon platform and 4,000 new sellers joining every single day. But let's break down these numbers really quick because yes, there are 9 million Amazon sellers, but there are a lot less sellers here in the United States, only around 2 million sellers in the United States. And of those 2 million sellers, only around 1 million of those sellers are actually active sellers. And as I mentioned earlier, 43% of all sellers make at least $100,000 per year. So yes, you could say that selling on Amazon is saturated, that there is a lot of competition, but at the same time, I still think this is a huge opportunity. And keep in mind, of those 1 million sellers, a lot of them aren't serious Amazon sellers. They're people that are just selling maybe some old textbooks or random junk around their house. And I've personally helped over 1,000 students build their own passive income business selling their passion products on Amazon. And trust me, most people trying to sell on Amazon aren't doing what you're doing right now. They aren't watching YouTube videos. So you are ahead of the curve. In fact, if you are thinking about selling on Amazon, at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a completely free 8-hour step-by-step Amazon FBA course that's gonna show you everything you need to know to sell on Amazon. And on top of this, a lot of Amazon sellers aren't even doing it correctly. A lot of the people that are failing when selling on Amazon, it's because they're using the wrong method to sell on Amazon. And I'll talk about this mistake later in this video and how you can fix it in a way that will pretty much guarantee that you'll have success when selling on Amazon. But before I explain that, there are some real problems when selling on Amazon. For instance, they can kick you off whenever they want. Now, the truth is, This is really rare and it doesn't happen that often. And a lot of people talk about getting kicked off Amazon and they say they've had friends that it's happened to, but usually the people that get kicked off Amazon are breaking the rules. Now, Amazon does have a ton of different rules, which is a con for selling on Amazon. And sometimes even people don't even know they're breaking the rules, but usually when people get kicked off, they know that they were breaking a rule. So this isn't something I would overly worry about. And yes, sometimes Amazon does make a mistake and they suspend people or kick people off Amazon platform that really shouldn't be kicked off. In fact, I've gotten multiple messages saying that my account was suspended, but nothing ever really came from it, which is another con with Amazon, is they make a lot of mistakes. I've had issues with them losing my inventory, losing my products. And generally speaking, if they lose one of your products, they'll refund you. But for whatever reason, sometimes it slips through the cracks and they don't actually refund you the money that they should. They also sometimes mistakenly overcharge you for Amazon FBA fees. Now, if you catch them making any of these mistakes, they will refund you, but if you're not paying attention, they will steal money from you. And there actually is another pro with Amazon that I forgot, and that is that you can use the Amazon FBA program. FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, and it's basically where you can send the products that you want to sell on Amazon's website into the Amazon warehouse. This makes it so your products are Prime eligible. And when you get a sale, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship those products out for you, meaning that you don't really need to do anything to run your business. You can travel the world, you can be wherever you want, and Amazon will keep handling the fulfillment of your products for you. With Shopify, on the other hand, usually you have to handle printing out the postage, going to the post office, and dealing with all of that. Now, there is a way around this where you can use what's called a 3PL, and I'll talk about that later in this video, but Amazon FBA makes selling on Amazon so easy. But another con when selling on Amazon is they usually charge a 15% fee just to sell on their platform. This is called the Amazon selling fee. And whether you're doing FBA, as I mentioned, or FBM, which stands for Fulfilled by Merchant, this is where you would actually send the product to your customer yourself. Either way though, you're gonna have to pay that 15% fee unless you take advantage of the brand referral program. And with the brand referral program, any traffic you send to your Amazon listing, you only get charged a 5% Amazon fee, which is almost nothing, considering that when you sell on Shopify, they're gonna take around 2.9 to 2.4% anyways for credit card processing fees. On top of this, I personally think that the 15% Amazon seller fee isn't that big of a deal because Amazon's had to spend billions of dollars on marketing in order to get those 200 million Prime customers, in order to get those 2.4 billion people that are going to their website every day. Amazon has spent a lot of money on marketing. I think last year alone, they spent around $35 billion. So that 15% fee that you have to pay is basically, instead of spending money on marketing, you're gonna have to give that money to Amazon so that they can go spend it on marketing. On the other hand, if you wanna drive traffic to your Shopify website, you're probably going to have to budget at least 15% of your total revenue on advertising. And before we go to Shopify, if I forgot a con about selling on Amazon, leave it in the comments down below. Now, one of the biggest cons with Shopify is that it's way harder than Amazon. First off, it's way harder to convince people to even go to your website. People are already going to Amazon website every single day. They're already searching on Amazon for the products they want to buy. But for you to convince someone to go to your Shopify website, it's really pretty hard. Then when you actually get people on your website, it's hard to convince people that it's actually going to be safe to give over their credit card information and that they're ultimately going to get a product that they're satisfied with. On the other hand, when someone buys a product off Amazon, Amazon has a 30-day money-back guarantee policy. It doesn't matter who the seller is. This policy is true for all products being sold on Amazon. So people feel confident and comfortable to buy something from Amazon. When you buy from a random Shopify website, you don't know what their return policy is. You don't know what their money-back guarantee policy is. You don't really know anything unless you really spend time reading all the details. And who wants to waste their time reading the terms and conditions? And even if you do have on your website that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, the customer doesn't know if you're actually going to honor it or if this is going to be a scam. With Shopify as well, you do have to do your own fulfillment unless you're using a 3PL. And 3PL stands for third-party logistics company. And these are companies where you can send your products to, your inventory to, and when you get an order, they will pick, pack, and ship it out to your customer for you. But it's a little bit more complicated working with these 3PLs than it is to work with Amazon FBA. In fact, a lot of Shopify sellers still send their products into the Amazon FBA warehouses, and when they get a sale on their Shopify website, they tell Amazon FBA fulfillment centers to send it out. But I'll put a link down below to some of my favorite 3PLs. Something else to consider as a new seller is what happens if you need help. The support on Amazon versus Shopify is a really different experience. Amazon has hundreds of forums that help answer every question you got. But if you want to talk to a person, they sort of hide that feature from you. They don't want you to call them for help. Even when you can get someone on the phone, it's usually outsourced to another country and it's hard to get real responses from them. They'll oftentimes answer with canned responses that don't really help. But if you look at Shopify, on the other hand, they have a ton of community support forums and they have 24/7 phone support and chat support. Doesn't matter what plan you're on, if there's an issue, they're going to help you. Now, there are a bunch of other cons with Shopify I haven't talked about yet, but I want to give you the answer of which platform you should work with as soon as possible. So leave in the comments down below any other cons that I haven't talked about when it comes to Shopify. So what should you do? Should you start a Shopify business or an Amazon business? Now, the problem is when most people think about selling on Amazon, they've heard of something called private label. And private label is where you take some generic junk product and you slap your brand on it and you sell it on Amazon. And this used to work really well, but it doesn't really work as well anymore because this method of selling on Amazon is too saturated. Or another thing that people often will do when selling on Amazon is wholesale. This is where you buy other people's products in bulk with a wholesale discount and you sell them on Amazon for an increased price. And about 85% of all Amazon sellers are either doing private label or wholesale. And again, these methods used to work really well, but now it's too complicated, it's too oversaturated, and it's not as good of an opportunity as it used to be. On the other hand, with Shopify, so many people are drop shipping gimmicky products that just don't make sense. And this method also used to work 5-10 years ago. You could sell any kind of junk gimmicky product on Shopify using drop shipping and you'd make a ton of money. But let me ask you, when is the last time you went on some website and bought some drop shipped product? If you're gonna buy a generic product these days, you're probably gonna go to Amazon to buy that product. In my opinion, drop shipping from Shopify websites doesn't really work unless you're selling a really quality product. So in my opinion, it's not about which platform you sell on, it's about what you sell. In fact, I think you should actually sell on both of these platforms. But the key is to sell a product that people are actually excited about, that people actually want to buy. And if you do that on Amazon, you're going to have a ton of success because you're going to have a better product than all the competitors. You're going to have better reviews, which is going to lead into more sales. But you should also take that same product that you're selling on Amazon and sell it on your own Shopify website, which allows you to do discounts and coupons, and it allows you to start building a brand so people could tell their friends to go to your website and buy the product. And when you do this, it also opens different forms of internet marketing like influencer, affiliate marketing, paid ads, SEO, and all types of different things. That way, wherever people want to go, they can buy your product. If they go to Amazon, they can buy your product. If they go to your website, they can buy your product. So by selling a product that's unique and actually better than the competition, it allows you to take advantage of the beast that is Amazon, but it also allows you to sell on your own Shopify website, meaning that Shopify will tell you about your customer data. And this also opens up retargeting ads and allows you to figure out who your customer is so you can target them on social media. And I call this method of selling online creating a passion product, because ideally you want to sell a product that's something that you're passionate about. I've done millions of dollars in online sales with this method, and I've taught this method to a ton of people, including Brent that last year did over $1 million in sales. And I have a free 8-hour video showing you step-by-step how to do this. Just click on this video. It's a complete step-by-step course, absolutely for free. All you got to do is click on that video. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.